What is up, gamers, and welcome back to Paradise. My name is Raymond the Beast Padilla, and welcome back to my channel. So, today's topic is Pokemon, specifically Pokemon Sword and Shield. If you guys don't know, I'm actually a huge fan of the Pokemon series, and I started out in Soul Silver. If you don't know already about the Pokemon series, the new games Sword and Shield have these new things called Dynamaxing and Gigantamaxing. Now, they already showed off a few things for the new Gigantamax and Dynamax Pokemon, such as Pikachu getting one, Eevee, obviously, those are the two main staples, and also Charizard, which is always getting new forms no matter what, because it's just a fan favorite, which honestly is my favorite too. Here are 5 Pokemon that really, I think, that deserve a Gigantamax form that aren't really getting enough attention or love in the Pokemon universe. And the very first Pokemon that I do believe deserves a Gigantamax form is BAM! Arcanine. Arcanine deserves a Gigantamax form. It has not shown any love for Pokemon in such a long time, and it was originally supposed to be one of the legendaries in the original Pokemon series. And honestly, I think it deserves much love because honestly, I love Arcanine. Arcanine is just a badass fire type, and it's just pretty much one of the strongest in the original generation. And I know it's not very strong now, but if they bring it back and make it a powerhouse again, I do believe it'll do well. The next Pokemon I do believe deserves a Gigantamax form is Arbok. Arbok is pretty badass of its own right. It's pretty much a Team Rocket staple. Anybody who thinks of Team Rocket obviously thinks of Arbok and Weezing. And seeing how Weezing is at least getting in a Galarian form, I think Arbok should be shown some love too. Who knows? They might get a Galarian form. They usually come as a duo, but who knows? Arbok, I do believe this is what it should look like. A little extra pointier, a little more menacing looking, and honestly, a gigantic serpent of that size would scare the living hell out of anybody. Hell, I get scared of garden snakes still. Mimikyu is hands down one of the pretty saddest and pretty coolest Pokemon out there. And seeing as how Generation 7 kind of made it an icon, even though it was supposed to be like sad because it was not an icon, but now it is Mimikyu, because this artwork right here just looks so cool, kind of like just a gigantic rag Pikachu type thing. And since Pikachu's getting a Gigantamax form, and they technically are so-called rivals, I do believe Mimikyu deserves some love and deserves to get a Gigantamax form. Now, there's one Pokemon that has been part of my team for many a years, and pretty much almost every generation, if I can have one, and that is Tauros. Tauros deserves a Gigantamax form. Gigantamax Tauros, I could not find an image, but I did find this image right here. Add a little clouds around its head, make it a little, have that purple glow, and it would look amazing. It'd make it a little fluffier, make it a little more menacing with the armor. In all honesty, I think Tauros is well deserving of its title as a Gigantamax Pokemon, just because a lot of Pokemon that didn't get attention in the past got other forms besides Tauros. Tauros is one of the best Pokemons out there, in my opinion. Now, for this spot, there are 2 Pokemon in mind that I do believe that deserve a Gigantamax form. That's just because of how badass they were in Generation 1. Like I said, I'm a big fan of mainly just Generation 1. I did play all the other games, but Generation 1 was just, in all honesty, the best of the best. And these 2 right here, Nidoqueen and Nidoking, deserve Gigantamax form. It's just because they have never been shown any love. They didn't get any Megas. They didn't get any Alolan forms or anything. They deserve it because they were the main powerhouse in Generation 1s. They were just so badass. Look at this. How cool would it be to have them on your team again? Just so badass. And like I said, Nidoking was one of my favorite Pokemon, and Nidoqueen, what's a king without a queen? Pokemon Sword and Shield is going to be absolutely amazing, and I cannot wait to see what Gigantamax forms are going to be in there. And like I said, I hope these 5 Pokemon at least get some love and become Gigantamaxed, or at the very least get Dynamaxed. I really do. So with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Drop a like, comment down below what Pokemon you want to see get Gigantamaxed or Dynamaxed, and I will catch you guys in the next video.